Hey, it's JC. Welcome to Urban Life Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. I'm out in the jungle today. I'm out with a buddy for a light hike and some bushcrafting. We are building a tarp shelter, and I must say this is the driest the jungle has been. Lots of great wood for building a fire. We've got wood for kindling, for building up the fire. A lot of dead wood as well, so really good. Unfortunately, we're not building a fire today. We are building a tarp shelter. We have actually got it up already. I'm going to bring you to it right now. Here you can see our tarp shelter set up in the clearing. Now, in a jungle environment, when you are looking for a location for a tarp shelter, always look out for widow makers. That's right, we don't want anything falling directly on us. There has been some trees that have fallen previously. You can see that right there. That's a pretty big one. Other than that, nothing else directly above us. Everything else around seems strong as well. So we're quite comfortable choosing this spot. We also cleared it out. It's relatively flat, although we are on a slope. So the slope comes from this side, going down that way. And wind is also coming from up to down, which is why we built the door on the other side. So the tarp shelter you see here is a variation of a teepee shelter. I've seen one version like that, slightly different from JTD Outdoors. I'll put the link in the card above as well as in the description. But this is a variation and I'll talk you through it right now. Let's try to get a overview of the shelter. As you can see, it's a teepee style tarp shelter. It's not a tarp tent, although it kind of feels like, looks like. And this uses a 3x3 tarp. This is a DD tarp, so 3 meters by 3 meters or 10 feet by 10 feet. We don't have a pole. We're actually using a ridgeline. So we've tied off the ridgeline from there. That goes all the way here with a trucker's hitch so that it can be tightened. And then there's just one prusik knot over here where the front center of the tarp is secured to. So that's the first point you want to tie up. And then you go to the back, and what you do is you tie in one in. So just to give you an idea, there's actually a flap because we're going one in, and this excess gets stuck in and you get a bit of a ground sheet for the gear. So you tie and peg that in, and then you peg 2 corners in, and these are also one in. So again, you tuck that on the inside. Then you take the 2 front corners and you stake those out, just like that. And then you get this sort of structure. And if you want a bit more headroom, what we did was we attached a guy line to the tie point, attached that to a vertical stick right there, and tied that up. So that gives more headroom here. And then this is how it looks like from the front. Now, the great thing about this particular tarp shelter for a jungle environment is you do want some kind of an opening. It's not going to be very windy and rainy even if it rains, but I love these front flaps so that if it does rain, you can actually stake those to the ground as well, and then you get a bit of front coverage. And again, because we are against the wind, the hope is that rain won't get inside. Now, if I show you the inside, we do have a mat, which is just kind of a small ground sheet. That's for sitting, or if you want, you can even sleep inside. And then you can see the gear there. So that's the underside of the tarp. I pulled it just now, so that's why it's not fully on, but basically you can put all your gear inside. It's going to prevent it from touching the ground directly, and then you can move this ground sheet closer inside if you want. So this is a really great enclosed tarp shelter, relatively fast to put up and easy to put up as well. Just take note of the environment. One additional thing that we have done is to use a E2 or entrenching tool, and we've dug a trench all around. Now, this is if it rains, the water is going to come down from uphill and down, and we do not want it getting into our tent. So that's the thing about tarp shelters in the jungle. If it rains, you are going to get leakage unless you do something like a trench like that, which channels the water away and out. And we chose this location because there's a nice log to sit on as well, and if you want, you can build a fire just on the outside of the log as well. So that's our little tarp shelter. If you have built something similar, do let me know. If you know who created such a shelter, or at least this variation, do let us know as well. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.